Well, here we are again today. Gonna be doing a little range test today again. As usual, there's the mighty Crown Vic, and got my lane set up. The sun's coming up. It's kind of in my face, but I guess we'll have to deal with it. Here's my targ, 100 yards. Gonna see if we can't get this thing on paper, but here's what we're shooting today. This is a one I got through going over. It's a 1940 K31 walnut stock. It's in really nice condition too. Don't ask me how I come up with these things, but I do. Anyways, I've gone through it, completely done my what I do to them. And as you can see, it came out pretty well. I did have this one Cerakoted, of course, obviously. I had it Cerakoted in a color, a new Cerakote product it's an Elite product, they call it. And this is dark gray. Not sure, I think it's actually a SIG color, which is cool because K31s are made by SIG. But at any rate, I have not put my diopter sights on it yet or anything. So I'm going to do that here in a minute and bore sight it and see if I can park some rounds downrange and actually hit some paper with it. But let me flip this over here. See, as you can see, it came out pretty darn good. Let me flip it around here. And as you can see, turn it a little better so we can get in the sunlight a little better. See, it's early in the morning. They just opened the range. That's why it's still quiet here. Here's the other side of it. Sorry guys, I'm not a professional cameraman, so you'll have to bear with me. I'm just trying to get you some kind of idea what we got here. Here's the other side of it. Try to stay out of the light. As you can see, it came out pretty good. It's got some really nice marbling on the wood. It cleaned up real well. It's not perfect, of course, but it's not bad either. If you notice, as I do them, you guys who watch my stuff, you know I pay really good attention to not screwing the stocks up by over sanding them and ruining the general nature of them. But anyways, that's what we got. I'm going to put my diopter sights on it and start doing a little shooting. Okay? Well, I've got my diopter sights put on it. Might be a little rough. I got the sun coming right in my face over here at about the 10 o'clock position. So my sight picture is not going to be tremendous today. At least not unless some clouds come in and cover it up for me a little bit. But I'm going to try to get this thing on paper here with some hand-loaded ammunition. Of course, I'm doing a little experiment on GP11 brass. See how many times I can fire it. I've had some, in the past I've had issue basically on one set of loads I had where it split the cases after only a couple of firings. So I'm trying I'm repetitively doing some reloading on these GP11s. I actually got a couple of them here that this will be their 5th firing, which is good. Maybe if we can get 5, maybe 6 firings out of them, it'd be worth reloading. But at any rate, I'm going to take a couple shots here just to see where it ends up at. I'm going to start with a Nosler 168 grain custom competition on top of 45 grains of 4895. Not fired this before. I've never had a live round in it until this very moment. So let's just take a shot. I did a bore sight on it, so we'll see. We'll see how good my manual bore sight is this time. No, I think that 4895, that actually might be a good powder for the 7.5 round. Okay, that wasn't too bad. It ended up 2 left and 2 high. Well, let's take another shot here. Like I say, as long as I'm in the black, I can deal with it. I'm just trying to see how it works, and I actually want to check my headspace on this first fired round, see where it ends up at. That is good. That is very good. That headspace checks 1 inch 804, which is very good. That's a nice tight chamber right there. I like that. Alright, back to business here. I'm going to use my same point of hold, maybe hold down a little bit on it because I know I was high. Got a nice trigger too. Smooth, it's very crisp. I like it. Mil spec. This one's not too bad. My calibrated finger, I'll bet it comes in, I'll bet it breaks about, I'll bet somewhere around 70 ounce, 72 ounce maybe. Let's take a look. Took only a second shot, put it in the 10 ring. Okay, it's good. Alright, elevation is good again. I pulled it a little bit to the right though that time. I'm going to take and fire this GP11 brass. This is built on 168 grain Nosler custom competition with accurate 2520 powder, 44 grains of it. I think 2520 is same burn rate as like Reloader 15. This is one of the cases I've fired 4 times already, including the original factory. Sun is definitely in my face. Well, felt pretty good. Flattened the primer a little bit. Not bad though. No signs of overpressure. And the case is still intact. Good. That's its 5th firing. Okay. That one I pulled, oh, it's maybe an inch right. A couple inches high. But then again, it is a completely different load than my first 3. Boy, I'm having a hell of a time seeing the getting a good side picture. The sun is just right in my face. If I came later, it wouldn't be so bad, but if I came later, this range would be full of people right now. It's not too bad. It's perfect windage, 1 3/4 inch high. It's not a bullseye, but it's got last 3 rounds are pretty much right on top of each other. It's good. That's really good. Obviously, this load shoots a little bit higher than the first 3 I shot. Nice trigger on it. Really nice. I haven't even done anything to it at all. But typically, these absolutely have to be the best triggers, best military triggers ever. Long smooth first stage for, I'm sure, for safety reasons. And just crisp break on them. Nice trigger on it. That is putting them right in there. That's right in there with the previous rounds of this load. That is right in there with my first 4 rounds with this load. It's hard to call a couple of, to call a couple inches one way or the other. But I'm happy with that. I think I'm going to go down range and cover up my holes. And I think I'm going to shoot a group with some GP11 ammunition, some factory loads, and go from there. But so far, this thing seems to shoot very well. It's obviously very accurate. So far, I'm liking it a lot. So anyways, I'll be back. Okay. Well, I've put some rounds down range, some hand-loaded rounds. I think I'm going to shoot a magazine of GP11 ammunition out of this thing. See where it goes. No side adjustment, so the point of impact may be a little bit different from the other loads I was using. But let's see what happens here. Five rounds. Wish me luck. Well, that is an inch high, or 2 inches high, and inch right. So I lied. I'm gonna make a little small side adjustment here. Move that. See if I can move that round a little bit over to center windage. There we go. 10 o'clock, ½ inch off the bullseye. One o'clock, 1 inch high. Well, windage is perfect, but it went high. Kind of felt it, like it when I pulled the trigger. It's perfect windage, just inch high bullseye. Good. Anything more? No. Try 5 more. Let's try 5 more now that I kind of got an idea where it's going. pulled left a little bit. Elevation's still about the same now. Alright. Let's see, I'm having a hard time seeing this, getting a sight picture. The sun is just ferocious right now. That's windage is perfect. About an inch high with a few other shots I had there. Oh yeah, they're finding a home now. Right in there with my last shots. Kind of surprised I'm doing as good as I am with the sun the way it is. Okay, one more. Going for a bullseye here. Okay, that was it in with my last shot. Not a bullseye, but I didn't do too bad. The sun is just making it very difficult to see things down there. Anyways, I think we did good. This is a good rifle. This thing will shoot great. It's beautiful. Did a beautiful job on finishing it. Anybody who gets it's gonna like it. So, all right, man. That's guys. That's my range test for this K31. Appreciate you watching.